So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. And here we have Brentford against Real Madrid. I'm Peter Drury and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
As you can see, we've already started here. Oh, good interception.
Fabio Carvalho. Rudiger just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga goes looking. Wonderful quick feet. A chance to play it in. Rodrigo crosses in a low one. Massive leap. He comes flying in. And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Kelleher reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area. Well, they're up for the header! It's a goal! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took...
He's gone for it! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Looking to break out here. Shell pass, that's the message there. Oh, he's broken through. And he's cut it out. Brentford can't seem to retain possession.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Going through. Mbappe swept in. And out to safety. Nicky, he's having a look round, tries a through ball. It's always going to be the keepers.
Fabio Carvalho.
Fabio Carvalho threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. And he's there to hoof it away. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Eder Militao. Thiago. Passes it through. It's an in! Goal! Right back in the game!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
The Bees get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Thiago pushes it out wide. He's got away. That wasn't the greatest of balls.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Forward it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable...
Hits one! Fantastic from Rodrigo! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Real Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Vinicius Junior, he's left his man, he's had a shot! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Surely now, beyond all doubt.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Real Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Eder Militao. And it's Rudiger. Mbappe. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Corner given. Jensen with the short one. The shot's on! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's made good progress from a deep position. Lewis Potter looks to clip it forward. Can he find a finish? Yes, he can! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Tries a through ball. Nicky. He's gone for it! Sticks it away! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. Brentford are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Brahim Diaz. Thiago plays it out to the flank.
Brentford need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Can he score? Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Real Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learnt from it all when they regroup. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
inevitable in terms of the result, but that doesn't tell an accurate tale. This was much closer than it should have been. They really dug deep.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. We go then. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold goes for it. No, he's missed it.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Henry, and the weighted pass, done very well to intervene. And he's whipped it in low. Eder Militao goes looking. Now, can he put it away? Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Can he finish? He's got away with one there.
Thiago certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error. Yeah, early stages I know, Peter, but there's a show of forward thrust here. They're oozing belief.
Chouameni boots it to safety. Who's he going to play in? Is it in? Can he dig out a shot? Mbappe. Damsgaard tries lifting it over. Camavinga. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Camavinga. Shoots! Me plays it forward. Turns and goes back. And the... Oh, taken with style! Pinnock. Kelleher tries to stroke it through. Yangled. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. It's a brilliant interception. Alaba goes looking, and the counter is on. Rodrigo plays it forward. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Strong punch. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! He can get that clear. Damsgaard. Now the pass. Good ball. Face to face with the keeper. He's still going. And he's rounded it off in style. There is the breakthrough. And the first half is done. And there we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, so it's paying dividends.
Brentford come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And the game has already resumed here. The Bees carry a one-goal. Has a swing at it! Sensational from Camavinga! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
Damslard passes it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Brings it forward. Driving on, he could shoot here. Camavinga tries to get it forward quickly. Chance to break. Out to the flank. He's left his man. Has a pop! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Aimed low and direct. Hoists it high. Good clearance and very necessary. Jensen goes short. And a shot! Great leap! Goal! Brentford! And they've got their lead back. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Brentford get themselves into the lead. He's got away. Fires it in low. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. Looking to dink it in. And that's been levered clear. Camavinga. Rodrigo. And the shot! And it's hoisted clear.
Real Madrid are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Thiago gets flagged offside. Jensen gets it back.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they? Real Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Big chance! Vinicius Junior! Oh, he's really drilled it. Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. He shoots! Oh, and in again! Back of the net! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger. Has a hit! Mbappe is magnificent! Deep! The final whistle. Please, winners by the odd goal. Really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right, anything is achievable. Thoroughly impressed with this.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And that gets things running. Chouameni, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior tries a through ball. It's a fabulous position. Rodrigo finds himself offside.
Oh, we're talking fractions.
Kelleher tries lifting it over. Jensen pushes it out wide. Looks to slip it through. And that could be trouble. Alexander-Arnold goes looking. Vinicius Junior. No, that's not the ball he wanted. He's on his way. It's Rodrigo! And the ball's come out. He's got the ball glued to his feet.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Hoists it high. Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. He's got it and he's got time. And he's there to hoof it away. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Damsgaard stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Looks like a good ball through. Keeper's ball. Real Madrid are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
It's come loose. Jensen floats one over. Vinicius Junior, he's got away. He's left his man. Mbappe tries to head, goes for goal! Goal! Real Madrid! First blood drawn!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Real Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Brings it forward. Shauna with the ball through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Camavinga, how about a shot? Mbappe, forward it goes. Pinnock did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hits one! And the follow-up! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Vinicius Junior going through. That is terrific skill. Vinicius Junior. Out wide to the right. We hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal will help swing things back in their favour.
We're already back underway here.
Brentford need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Hits one! Me heaves it forward. That'll be a throw-in. Me. Lewis Potter. Oh, he's come up against the brick wall there. Eder Militao. Now the pass. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Brentford with this to equalise. A formality, we're level. That's as calm as you like.
Well, he took a chance, hoping that the goalkeeper would dive, and that's exactly what he did.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
And can he score? And that would have been some goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Courtois tries to stroke it through. Vinicius Junior. That's a throw. The Bees haven't made a substitution yet. So what's he planning here? Brahim Diaz goes steaming forward. That's put paid to a promising move. Ball's out on the left now. Passes it through. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Eder Militao gets good distance on it. Chouameni demonstrating fabulous determination. He goes for it! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodrigo. Looks like a good ball through.
Look, this could still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo, he's got away. This could fall anywhere.
Real Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Lewis Potter lobs it in gently. Here it is, and the shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Keeper has beaten it away. Jensen. Get that clear. There is the final whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brentford can take a lot from this. They were expected to be well beaten, but determination produced a very...
And that gets things running. It is quite a run he's making here. Shana tries to head towards goal. Big chance! Chouameni aimed long and direct. It's a decent ball. Nicky cuts it out. That has put a stop to that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now going for goal! Mbappe! Irrepressible!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Jim, your thoughts?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Real Madrid take the early advantage. Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Vinicius Junior. Going through. Me did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Jensen pushes it out wide. Nicky passes it through. Ball is over the line. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. Vinicius Junior. Comes the corner. Forward it goes. Lewis Potter. And now the finish. He's gone for it. And that's been levered clear. Brahim Diaz plays it forward. Camavinga. That's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extreme.
Mbappe has a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Played it short. Rodrigo gets it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
That intervention was very necessary, and he's there to hoof it away. Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. Yangold plays it out to the wing. Now a chance to break. Looks to slip it through. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Henry looks to clip it forward. Timely intervention. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Jensen, and that's been won straight back. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this, as always.
Shot at goal! Another chance! And he heaves it forward. That's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Schauder. And now the breakaway. Ball's out on the left now. Looks to dink one in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Camavinga. Rodrigo. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries a through ball. Goalkeeper's ball. Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. That's sprayed out wide. Out to the flank. Me battles to win it back. Me goes looking. Oh, he's come flying in. Brahim Diaz. Lovely feet. Striding forward, faced great leap! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Brahim Diaz. Enrique takes control of it and he's on the move. Goes long. And he's cut it out.
And this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Thiago is being picked on here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Brentford are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Alexander-Arnold. Where to from here? Brahim Diaz. Now it's Rodrigo.
Real Madrid are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Thiago with the ball through. He's got away.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Well, they can break here. Thiago. Going through. Schauder drills one in. And that has been clubbed away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away.
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game.
Has a pop! wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up to meet it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter. Brentford have grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck and aren't letting go.
He's got away. Could go all the way here. Lovely feet. Brahim Diaz. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Striding forward, facing goal.
Shana
Crosses it in low.
Brahim Diaz.
Well, they could break here. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's broken through. Can he finish? Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Now the counter. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Eder Militao. Now a chance to break. Going through. Oh, it's open up, he's had a go! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Great leap! Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries a through ball. Mbappe. That's gone a long way up and away. Jensen. Damsgaard clips one through. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Enrique tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. Goes wide. Big chance! Goal! Brentford!
Brentford are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Brentford get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Forward it goes. He's having a look round. Tries to... In he flies! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Gets up to head it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And the first half is done. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, you can debate, Peter, whether they deserve a slightly bigger lead because they've created the majority of the chances, but they are in front for a reason, and they'll be confident of cementing that from now.
The Bees are going to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Oh, fists it away. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Rodrigo, and now the breakaway, and he's searching through. It's a loose ball. Nicky,
oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Enrique positions himself well and cuts it out. That's a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Looks like a good ball through. He's in! Goes for goal! Camavinga goes looking. Brahim Diaz. Aimed low and direct. And he's on it, Vinicius Junior! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Over to the left, and now they can launch a counter. Now the pass. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually. Yeah. Towering header! What about it? A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Brentford themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Has a hit! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Can he find a finish now? Brahim Diaz. And the ball's come out. Camavinga. Cut out in the nick of time. Real Madrid are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Rodrigo puts his foot on the gas. Well positioned to make that interception. Enrique plays it forward. He's got away. Fires it in low. Is it in? Great reaction. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
The Bees have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Struck first time. Aimed long and direct. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mbappe. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And that's that. Brentford always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. Your reflections then, Jim?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right, anything is achievable. Thoroughly impressed with this.
With that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Okay, interesting.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Going through. Chance to cross here. Can he dig out a shot? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Gets his head to it! Alexander-Arnold. Henry, a real chance to break.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was. Shouter.
Goes for goal! It's anyone's ball. Henry goes for the cross. Looks to slip it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rodrigo. And now the breakaway. Looks like a good ball through. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Brentford just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And the weighted pass. Rudiger. Real Madrid are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Vinicius Junior tore at them and just came up short. Mbappe. Alaba. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Breaks on here, he's got away. He's left his man. Is it in? Goal! Brentford! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
The Bees themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Vinicius Junior. Me plays a clever pass. Done very well to intervene. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Vinicius has a hit! Sensational from Vinicius Junior.
Well, we're all back to square one, but
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. Brentford head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each. And the game right on edge. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No reported change to either side during the break. Tries a through ball. Chouameni plays it forward. Who's he going to play in? Forward it goes. Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo.
Rodrigo really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Mbappe. He can get that clear. Gets up to head it! Goal! Real Madrid! And the comeback is complete! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for...
Hits it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Drilled in low. Goes for goal! He's missed another one.
Brentford really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Great leap! Can he get the shot away? And in it goes! What remarkable powers of recovery! Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Brahim Diaz. Chouameni pushes it out wide. Iggy positions himself well and cuts it out. Henry, whistle's gone, that's foul. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Plays it into the box, away from immediate danger. Camavinga, Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, now it's Belling, looking to shoot! Goal! Real Madrid! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy, the best effect. What an introduction.
Shoots! He's going after it. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. There are a few waiting for it. Camavinga. Mbappe. Bellingham.
Real Madrid are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Looks to clip it forward. Now here's the through ball. Going through. Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Brentford are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Mbappe.
Real Madrid can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He's managed to get that all wrong. Camavinga passes it through. Jensen.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
He's got away. And the finish! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! So that's it. It is all over. Terrific match. Universal commitment to attack. All square and rightly. No loser. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter. A refusal to accept defeat.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Got things underway. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And a shot! That is wayward.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
And the ball is out of play. Eder Militao tries to get it forward quickly. Brahim Diaz tries a through ball. Camavinga has a pop! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kelleher tries lifting it over. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo, and he's on his way. Goes looking. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's there to cut it out. Camavinga. Chance to break. Steered forward. Janelt. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Vinicius Junior gets it back. Chip through.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Now the pass. Can he score? Goal! Brentford!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
The Bees get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
That's a throw. Not going to go down too well with his teammates. None shall pass, that's the message there. Alaba. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. It's a loose ball. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Can he finish? Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
That's gone a long way up and away. That's going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Brentford haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Brentford leading 1-0 at the break. Well, we're already into the second period. Brentford, can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
And he just whacks it away. Goes long. Oh, good interception. Pinnock does well there. Alert. He's left his man. Striding forward. He's gone for it. Superb from Vinicius Junior.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial. Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Real Madrid have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Brahim Diaz. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Played back in. Going through. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Mbappe plays it wide. He's left his man. Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Looks to thread it through. The shot's on! Goal! Real Madrid! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Real Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz passes it through. They've managed to get it away.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's got away. Shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Oh, well intercepted, really.
There's a real
alerts the
appetite
danger.
from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's had a goal! What about it? Tying minutes, and we're all square again. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Here's the chance to cross. Brahim Diaz needs a quality cross. Goes for goal! It's anyone's ball. And that is that. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brentford can take a lot from this. They were expected to be well beaten, but determination produced a very fair result.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. There's the whistle. It's a throw. Pinnock. That was hard. Looks like a good ball through. Going through. Cut out in the nick of time. And now the breakaway. Mbappe passes it through. It's a brilliant interception. That's gone a long way up and away. Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, he's gone for it! Decent clearance now, can anyone get on the end of it? Jensen with the ball through, a real chance to break. Great run this, he's covered, he's had a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that's caused a worry or two.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Rodrigo, he's got away. It's anyone's ball. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. It's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Courtois tries lifting it over. Rodrigo. Jagelt. Rudiger is the guilty party there. Brings it forward. Looks to slip it through. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Oh, smart save. Swept in. Chouameni heaves it forward. Aimed long and direct. He's left his man. Has a hit! Camavinga goes looking. Rodrigo is making a foray down the right. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And the ball is out of play. Dinks one in. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's a throw. Forward it goes. Camavinga plays it forward. That's been won straight back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now the pass. Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Damsgaard tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed long and direct. Courtois tries to stroke it through. This is promising. Going through. Vinicius Junior. And the ball's come out. He slid it through. And he heaves it forward. Jensen. That'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Brentford could feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Yangold pushes it out wide. Yangold needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tries a through ball, and now they can launch a counter. And he's cut it out. Brahim Diaz. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Kamavinga. The Bees have it back and they can go again. And the counter is on. Jens plays it out to the wing. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's got away. Looks to slip it through. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Kamavinga. Vinicius Junior. He's left his man. Can he find a finish now? Gets the chance to cross. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Hoists it high. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Real Madrid are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Mbappe. Going through. Chance. Mbappe has a shot! Yangold goes looking.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Mbappe and Diaz! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Oh, fists it away. Traumeri.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Played back in. Well read, he sorted that out. There is the final whistle. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brentford were brave in standing up to much fancied opponents, and this can be a real source of confidence and a date to remember now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So off we go then. Vinicius Junior. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Intercepts the throw. It's well read. Chouameni looking for options. Chouameni opts to play it back. He's still... And a shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Jim, your thoughts?
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Real Madrid are ahead, 1 goal to the good. Camavinga. Ah, he wasn't being fooled. Breaks on here. Tries a through ball. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Timely intervention.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Jensen. Now the counter. Eder Militao positions himself well and cuts it out. Vinicius Junior going through. Brahim Diaz. He's gone for it! Superb from Vinicius Junior. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Real Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to...
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now can he finish? Shoots! He's scored! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Brentford get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
That intervention was very necessary. Brahim Diaz out to the flank. Rodrigo looking to get on the end of this. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Schauder plays it out to the wing, and the counter is on. And he's on a charge. He's left his man. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Forward it goes. And now the breakaway. Vinicius Junior. He's off on a marauding run. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Lewis Potter. And he's cut it out. Rodrigo. And the counter is on. Mbappe passes it through. Vinicius Junior shoots! No, that's not the ball he wanted. And there's the end of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just 1 separating them.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
We're already back underway here.
Brentford need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution. I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Looks to clip it forward. Eder Militao does well to read it and intercepts. Brahim Diaz. He's got away. Cross deflected behind for a corner. or fists it away. Traumeri, Camavinga, goes through the middle, a chance! Camavinga, great leap! Could fall kindly. Kylian Mbappe, you just cannot stop him! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Kelleher did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top-notch.
Real Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Vinicius Junior.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, they can break here. Now the pass. Going through. The Bees get it back again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Camavinga cuts it out. Now the counter. Played out to the right. Rodrigo. He slid it through. Yangold plays it forward. Aimed low and direct. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity and triggered by one player.
It's Rodrigo! That would have won it.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Massive leap! And the defence can get it clear. Camavinga. Damslard displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team...
Looking to shoot! They've scored! Right back in the game!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Damslard out wide to the right.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Damslard gets into some space. He's left and the finish! Away from immediate danger. And that will be the final act. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brentford were brave in standing up to much fancied opponents, and this can be a real source of confidence and a date to remember now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. There's the whistle. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Rodrigo. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's left his man, hits one! Goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Real Madrid go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Can he finish? And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's hoisted clear. A chance, can he score? He has done it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now was absolutely crucial.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Brentford grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Hits one! Goal! Real Madrid! And they get themselves in front! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Real Madrid get themselves into the lead. Lewis Potter. Forward it goes. Looking to break out here, and he's away. Well read, he sorted that out. Quick ball forward. Rodrigo, played back in. Vinicius Junior looks to slip it. He's had a go! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? And already they're looking to run away with it. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Real Madrid take a 2-goal lead. Goes for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Rodrigo. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries a through ball. Done very well to intervene. Brahim Diaz with the ball through. Can he put it away? And more, and more, and more. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
Massive leap! And in it goes! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! What a great header, got plenty on that. Warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And here we have Celtic against Real Madrid. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So it's down to business here. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Alaba with the ball through. Alaba needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gone for it! Kamavinga tries a through ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now the pass. That intervention was very necessary. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Swept in. Brahim Diaz. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And that's a throw-in. Real Madrid are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Deftly done. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And he's cut it out. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe. Whistle's gone. Just offside.
Yeah, Peter, they play the high line well, but it's always vulnerable to pace in behind.
Kasper Schmeichel tries to stroke it through. Lobs it in gently. Cuts it out. James McCarthy. Looking to penetrate opposition lines. So what now? McCarthy could try cutting inside here. Rudiger demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Brahim Diaz done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's onside. Incoming cross. Get that clear. Brahim Diaz. Still waiting for the first goal. It's a loose ball. Vinicius Junior has a pop! And that would have been some goal.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Jota, he's got away, passes it through. He's in space and looking for options. Shapes the shoots. Good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Real Madrid can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
And there's the end of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. The shot's on! And he nearly went all the way.
Camavinga certainly had a very good sight of goal, and he would have fancied a better outcome then. Real Madrid have decided to take control of this second half. They're dictating the tempo.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Now the counter. Out to the left it goes. Floats one over. Chance to shoot.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's gone out for a throw-in. Camavinga. Oh, he's found him in space. Mbappe gets good distance on it. Gets wrestled off the ball. Real chance to break. Looks to slip it through. He's got options out wide. Up for the header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Looks like a good ball through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. McGregor plays it out to the wing. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
Oh, good interception. Camavinga could move up a gear here. It's got through. Gets it back. Chooses to go back. And he heaves it forward. And the counter is on. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Gets on the end of it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Now here's the through ball. Chance to shoot. And he's there to cut it out.
Celtic showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Mbappe with the ball through. Forward it goes. Brahim Diaz, timely intervention.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodrigo drills one in. And he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Camavinga. Rodrigo. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Can he put it away? Danger averted for now. Now it's Rodrigo.
Real Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this.
There is the final whistle, and stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation. So it's away we go then. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Defenders on the back foot. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe, he's away, he's had a go! What a wonderful goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Real Madrid with the early advantage. Jota. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, that's neat. Tries a through ball. And the weighted pass. That's offside. Yes, it is.
I thought he might just get the benefit of any doubt there.
And that could be trouble. He's left his man. He's had a shot. He's got away with one there.
Jota really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Militao gets into the right position to intercept. Mbappe. It's Rodrigo! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Struck first time. Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
McGregor looking for options. Now the pass, and he's cut it out. Chouameni. Militao. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Cut out in the nick of time. McCarthy plays it out to the flank. Aimed long and direct. Jota looks to slip it through. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Decent clearance now, can anyone get on the end of it? Jota produced a good ball to find. Real Madrid are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Hatate. And the counter is on. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe looking to... and the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
James McCarthy. Driving on, he could shoot here. He's got away. Now the counter. McGregor looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Celtic don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. The ball. Big chance! Oh, in he goes again! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Rodrigo at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willing...
Has a swing at it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Throw it. Is it in? Really well taken goal. We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Rudiger positions himself well and cuts it out. Going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Played it short. He's gone for it! Danger averted for now. And now the finish. He'll have a dip! Rudiger gets good distance on it.
Celtic showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Hits one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Rudiger. Well played, he saw that coming. Steered forward, and now the breakaway. Tries a through ball, and he's onside. Good clearance and very necessary. Can he dig it? He's gone for it! And in it goes!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
We have ourselves a real game. Has a pop! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. So who's he picking out? Now it's Rodrigo.
Real Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Changes here from both sides, in fact. The Hoops making 2 changes as we speak. It's a throw. Ball's out on the left now. Going through. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long.
Adair! Size all around the ground. Horrible miss. Gets up to head it! Goal! Celtic! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
The boys complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Passes it through. Here it is now, surely! Has a hit! Goes for it! What about it? Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that.
Adair! They are rampant! And the lead is extended. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. The Hoops did it the hard way. A testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. So it's down to business here. He's got away.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Header! Goal! Celtic! First blood drawn. Straight header, made it look easy.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Celtic are ahead, 1 goal to the good. He's had a shot! This has gone, presumably for offside. Rudiger. Courtois hoists it high. He's managed to get himself offside. Vinicius Junior. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries a through ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Away from immediate danger, Brahim Diaz. And he's there to cut it out. Now the pass. Jota, he's onside. He's gone for it! What about it? All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. The boys give themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Rudiger. Real Madrid are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
Breaks on here. Rodrigo. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
He's got the ball glued to his feet. James McCarthy, he's left his man, going for goal! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And already they're looking to run away with it. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Can he score? Oh, that's a waste.
Celtic are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Hatate, and here's the chance to counter. Going through, and the weighted pass. Brahim Diaz. Chouameni tries to get it forward quickly. Rodrigo, Rudiger. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to dink it in. Is it in? Great football, shot and save.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And he just whacks it away. Tierney spreads it towards the left. Can he dig out a shot? And it's half-time here. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Celtic 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. The action has already resumed here. Rudiger. Oh, the ball's come loose! That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Well, they could break here. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Looking to shoot! Lobs it in gently. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's got through. He's got away. Rodrigo. Dashing forward at pace. That's not going to make it. Rodrigo. Aimed low and direct. Camavinga. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? A real chance to break. McGregor was not to be moved. McGregor goes looking.